rises from the windswept Russian steppe 600 miles from Moscow, like one long prefab concrete slab on the landscape. 20 years ago, Naberezhny Челны was a small village of Tatar Muslims. Then Leonid Brezhnev decided to build the world's largest truck factory here. In an instant, a city was born. In just 2 decades, 500,000 people have moved here to support the giant Kamaz truck plant. They melt the iron and steel at one end, roll the trucks out the other, and in between are 40 square miles of production and assembly lines. But Brezhnev's centrally planned Colossus has never produced enough trucks for the state, enough housing for its workers, enough schools for its children. A monument to the old way of thinking, it's now a model of everything Gorbachev wants to change. In Gorbachev's campaign for reform, cities like Nabережные Челны are the real challenge. While the world's attention may be focused on Moscow and the outlying republics, it's here in the Russian provinces that Gorbachev must succeed. Gorbachev's unlikely ally here is a 32-year-old former lathe operator, charismatic, curly-haired Valery Pasigin. Gorbachev is bald, he says. I want to balance things out. Pasigin and the disciples in his maverick political club are fighting the whole idea of Soviet central planning. Think small, they say, and Moscow will no longer control our lives. They formed the city's first private bank, one of only 20 in the Soviet Union, making loans to 100 other pioneers willing to start private businesses. The bank's clients, like Farid Karimov and his houseplant cooperative, say the state banks turn them away. The Communist Party told us what we're doing isn't socialism, he says. We told them they're wrong. Perestroika is trying to bloom in a harsh environment. A working-class communist city still suspicious of private property. But in a quiet campaign of seminars and pamphlets, Valery Pasigin is trying to convince people to rethink their entire lives. It's not something you can really see on television, he says, but right now education is the greatest weapon we have. But in provincial cities like Nabережные Челны, the communist apparatus is a lot like the Kamaz factory. It lumbers along to a programmed rhythm. Gorbachev's fear is that it may break down before perestroika can change its direction. Anthony Mason, CBS News, Nabережные Челны.